able to listen me, I think?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
today we are going to study the next poem. That name is Chivi. Chivi is the name of this poem, and who is the writer of this poem? Let's see. The poem name is Michael Roshan. What is the name of the poem? Michael Roshan. Okay. Can you see the name? Michael Roshan.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let's move to the summary of this poem. Please mute yourself. Guys. Please mute yourself. Okay. So now, listen. First is given in the preface of this poem that ask yourself as well as your partner. It means you have to start discussing with some friend that do you like to be always told what to do or not to do. Do grown-ups do this in your experience? When Michael was 5 years old, it means it is the background of the poem that when Michael was 5 years old, his mother took him to a nearby school for admission. The teacher asked, "What does your mother call you at home?" "Child, Michael don't," came the confident reply. It means when he went to some interview to take admission in the school and the principal of the school asked some certain questions to the boy name was Michael, okay, and Michael replied the answers. Let's see what were the question. The first question was of the teacher that what does your mother call you at home? And what he replied? He replied, Michael don't. It means every time the mother of Michael always nagging. Was always nagging. Nagging means to pick someone, to poke someone, do but not to do. You know class, whenever in our house, in our home, we see that our parents generally tell us to do something. Sometimes they forbid us not to do. So it means that they think that this should be done and that should not be done. That ought to be done, that ought not to be done. It means that parents decide what to do. Parents decide for ourselves that what to do. Now here we can see that Michael always gets the call from his mother that Michael don't. It means every time Michael has been forbidden by her mother, by his mother, that what to do or what not to do. Okay. Now note what is given here. The note. Let's see. To Chivi is to nag. Nag means to pitch someone again and again to do something or not to do something. To continuously urge someone to do something, often in an annoying way. According to the dictionary, it means annoying way. It means to do something. It means to continuously say someone to do something, often in an annoying way. It means irritating way. It means that in irritating way you say someone to do this, to do not do this. Generally teacher, parents, mother, elders of the family do this, nag the children not to do or do something. Okay. Now let's read the poem. Class, mute yourself. After 20 minutes after completing of this poem, we will start chatting, okay, to each other, okay. Grown-ups says things like, grown-up means elders. Grown-ups say things like, speak up, don't talk with your mouth full, don't stare, don't point, don't pick up your nose. Sit up, say please, less noise, shut up the door behind you, Don't drag your feet. Haven't you got a hanky? Take your hands out your pockets. Pull your socks up. Stand up straight. Say thank you. Don't interrupt. No one thinks you are funny. Take your elbows off the table. Can't you make your own mind up about anything? This is the poem. The poem is totally full of the nagging statement. Statement, you know, it means the sentence has been told by the mother. These all are the sentences given here and piled up here that generally parents speak to their children. Okay, let's move to the poem. That grown-ups always say like things. What are their orders? Let's see. First one, that is speak up. Generally, I also say you to speak up. Next, don't talk with your mouth full. It means don't talk more. Don't talk more. Or you speak in gracious way. You speak in gracious way. It means your voice should be less. It means your voice should be less and your voice should be correct. The word, whatever you are saying, it should be correct and appropriate. Your statement should be appropriate. Next, don't stare. It means you should not gaze someone for a lot of time. It means you don't have to become angry. Next, don't point. Point means to indicate someone. Point means to indicate someone by your finger. By your finger to indicate someone that you are doing whatever you are doing. You don't have to point someone. Okay. Next point. Don't pick your nose. Next, sit up. Don't pick your nose means you don't have to interrupt in something. You don't have to interrupt in something. It means wherever something is going on, wherever some meeting is going on, it means where elders are talking to each other, you don't have to interrupt among them. Why? Because you are not big enough to understand their ideas, understand their meeting, understand the objective of meeting. So you have to shut up your mouth at that time. Next one, sit up. It means every time when you are standing, teacher, principal and parents always say you to sit up. You don't have to wander in the room here and there. Next, say please. This also has been told to the children whenever they want to get some answer by the parents. Okay. Less noise. It means you have to decrease your voice. It means you don't have to shout at your home, at your classroom, at your library, at parking places, at everywhere. It means wherever some social place is there, you don't have to shout. This always has been told by the authority of that area. It means authority. It means if you are at home, parents say you. If you are at school, it also has been said by teacher. When you are in library, librarians say you. It means that everyone says you to less noise. Okay, next one. Shut up the door behind you. When it has been said, when you are at home, parents generally speak to you to shut up the door behind. When you come inside, you should shut up the door because after your coming, many mosquitoes and insects can come. So just for the safety purpose, parents, elders of the family ask you to shut the door behind. Okay. Don't drag your feet. You know that when someone walks, people generally walk lifting their feet. But children don't lift their feet. They generally drag their feet by making a very bad noise. And this looks very odd. This sounds very odd. And this gives you a very bad feeling. also doesn't come in etiquettes. It also doesn't come in etiquettes. That's why this attitude should be banned, and this attitude is forbidden in the school. That's why it has been told that don't drag your feet. Next one, haven't you got a hanky? Hanky, you know, handkerchief. It is telling that handkerchief. You know that in those who are small children in the school, they always tuck up their handkerchief on the left side of their chest. Okay, just like every time teacher say you that do you have an hanky, it means you have to wash your face. If you are sweating, you have to wash your things. You have to after washing your hand, you should dry them up. So that time you would use handkerchief. So it means there is a good habit to keep a handkerchief. Next one, take your hands out of your pocket. This has generally been told by teacher, principal. Next, pull your socks up. It has been told by the teacher and your uniform maintainer. It means your PTI teacher generally check you that you are in your full uniform or not. So that has been told by your games teacher or PTI teacher. Or the discipline in charge also. The cabinet children, the discipline in charge children, volunteers of your school. Everyone checks you that your uniform is appropriate or correct or not. Okay? Stand up straight. Why it has been told? Because stand up straight has been told that your body didn't get bent. It means if you will not stand up straight, your body will be bent. Then say thank you. Why it has been told? Because it comes in the general etiquettes. Okay, if you are full of attitude, if you want to apply a good behavior, you should be thankful to you all. Thankful to all those who are good, those who done something, those who has done something to you. You should say them thank you. You should be grateful towards them. Next one, don't interrupt. As I told you that every time when you speak, when you pick your nose, wherever it has not been needed, you should shut up. You should shut up. Next, no one thinks you are funny. Why it has been told? It has been told when you speak some joke. You speak some joke, you tell some joke, and people don't laugh. When people don't laugh and your joke is very bad, that it is even bad that nobody would be able to laugh. It means if your joke doesn't deserve any laughter, that time someone says you that no one thinks you are funny. It means no one thinks you are funny. It means your joke was totally irritating. Nobody laughed at all. Next, take your elbows off the table. It has been told by teacher. It means whenever some teacher teaches in your class and you are listening her or him, you should sit straight at your bench. Sit straight at your bench. Why? Because if you are sitting on your bench and you are putting your elbows on the table, your height will not increase. Your height will not enhance. And it is very bad etiquette. And it is forbidden also for your health. Next thing, can't you make your own mind up about anything? This time is this question is also has been told by the teachers and parents. Why it has been told? If it means that you should have sense to do something. Look, can't you make your own mind up about anything? It means all the things has been told by the teacher or parents. They always forbade you to do this thing, not to do this thing, don't do this, don't sit up, don't stand up, don't go outside, don't run, don't pick your hand, don't sprinkle your hands. Every time it has been told by the teacher. But this time teacher also asks the children, can't you make your own mind up about anything? It means can't you do anything about anything? It means can't you take the decision about anything? If the student take the decision, teacher forbid them. It means there is an irony in the teacher's order, that there is an irony in the teacher's sentences, that one side the teacher tells us what to do or what not to do. But also sometimes teacher also say that can't you do something yourself. It means there is an irony in the teacher's order. But for the whole poem we can see that all the things has been told to the children because of their own well-being, and because of their own well-being, whatever has been told by the teacher, it is good for them. Okay class, so now this poem has been ended.